Hello, hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to talk with you about evaluating your content strategy on your YouTube channel. I am doing that here on my channel, and I want to walk you through a little bit behind the scenes of how I process this, how I make decisions, what content I'm gonna leave and dismiss, and what content we're gonna introduce, and how I'm gonna process all that coming up with you guys here today. Hey guys, in case this is your first time here, my name is Tim Schmoyer and welcome. This channel is all about helping you guys grow your YouTube audiences so you can spread a message that reaches people and changes their life, which is my mission here at this channel, is trying to help you guys be able to reach more people and change their lives. But this channel has been kind of flat to declining. I want to dig into some of the analytics and show you guys what's happening and then how I think I'm gonna maybe explore some things going forward and show you guys how I process all that here. So there's a few things that I look at when I'm first deciding, like, hey, you know what, time to reevaluate some of this stuff on this channel and the content strategy. The first thing I look at personally is my energy level, my excitement level, like for the content. Like, am I still excited about making these videos? And be totally honest with you guys, like, I think that's what you want, right? It gets a little repetitive for me to stand in front of a black screen and just kind of teach. Like, I like doing it, it's okay, but I've been doing that for a few years now, and I'm kind of ready to change things up a bit. The second thing I evaluate are the YouTube analytics. You know, how are the views doing, and how's the engagement going, and what's the watch time like, and how is the channel converting new people into subscribers still, and all that kind of stuff. Let me show you guys. This is just Social Blade right here. So these are all publicly available stats. These graphs down at the bottom is kind of what I want to point out. So right around here, you can get some of these are total views per month, and this bottom graph is total subscribers. So you can see, you know, things were kind of going up until around January 2016. And most of January 2016 to 17, that whole year is pretty much flat. I mean, it kind of grew from what we were doing, 730,000 to almost 1,900,000 here over the course of a year. But look at the subscribers, definitely flat, you know, in fact, declining in that time. Now what happened here is around this time right here, around January 2016 is when I really took I really took a big step back from the YouTube channel. My wife was pregnant with twins, identical twin girls at the time, and they were baby number 5 and 6 for us. Our oldest now is 7, so we had 4 kids ages 2 years old and under when the twins were born. Now we have 6 kids total. And so I was doing about 3 videos a week at that time, which is really fun, but I needed to step back from the channel, which was bad from a channel development perspective, but was very necessary for my family. After evaluating my own excitement level for the content in the channel, and then as well as how you guys seem to be responding to it in analytics, the third thing I evaluate is what's my, you know, let's revisit my value proposition for my target audience. And what that basically means is, who is it that I'm going after currently? Like, who's the most ideal subscriber to this channel? And is that someone I'm still excited about reaching? In this case, absolutely, I still am. It's that hobby YouTube creator, that person who's starting with like a big picture, a big vision, like a big mission for their channel, and they want to grow this thing, and want to reach people, want to change and impact lives with the content on their channel. And they're just starting probably from scratch, or they're pretty well established and growing this. But either way, it's not like, what I'm not, you know, going after is like all the big corporations, although that does pay really well, and I did do that when I was getting started, but I found I enjoy working with you guys a little bit more. And then 2, the value proposition, which is what value do I propose to deliver to that target audience, which is hopefully information and training and inspiration and help and encouragement and advice on how do you grow the channel, how do you reach new people, and how do you accomplish that mission that you've set for your channel. So both of those things, like as far as I'm evaluating that on my channel, absolutely stays the same. That passion, nothing of that has changed at all. So then number 4 is I need to brainstorm new ways of delivering that value to you guys, that target audience. And so that's what I'm working on right now. There's a few key things for me that have to be true about the content strategy going forward. One, it has to be sustainable. It has to be something I can continue to produce regularly on a regular schedule that's going to be equally as valuable for you guys every single time I do it. It also can't quadruple my budget or take a lot more time to produce than like another normal video would. Like if it takes a lot more time, then it's gonna be harder for me to keep doing it consistently for you guys. And if it costs a lot more money to do, it's also gonna be hard for me to do consistently. So those two things are really important. And of course, it has to be fun for me to create, and I need to know that it's helping you guys, that it's serving you well, that it's giving you what you need and helping you accomplish the mission that you have for your channel. I have brainstormed a whole list, a whole series of new ideas for you guys, and here on my computer, this is a a project management tool called Trello that I use. It's free, love it. You guys can check it out if it's something you want to use. But so I have like random ideas here that don't really fit into any like particular category. I thought on Mondays I would do a live stream with you guys, and so these are some of my ideas for content for live streams with some ideas in here. I thought, Tuesdays I'd do like a vlog or kind of like behind the scenes what's going on here, video creators, and we're kind of like what's the lifestyle of a creator. So here we're addressing like a question someone asked about narcissism. This is this video right here, process for creating content, how I balance YouTube with family, process that I go through revising titles, camera gear, why I do YouTube, downsides being a creator, just things like that about kind of, the lifestyle of being a creator. Wednesdays, I haven't quite figured out what to do with this. I do a lot of channel consultations with different creators every week, and so I thought, that's a lot of content that I could potentially record and use somehow with you guys, short of taking their entire consultation, like the hour-long thing, and maybe hour and a half sometimes, and just putting it up on YouTube. Maybe you guys would be interested in that. You can let me know in the comments below. And then I can swipe over to the right here a little bit more. Thursdays would be my normal standard how-to videos, why you should introduce Patreon to your community. But all the rest of these would be more how-to, like how to optimize playlists for increasing watch time, how to find instant YouTube analytics for live streams, how to use groups in YouTube analytics. These are just kind of draft working titles right now. And then Friday, I thought maybe I would do some like comment reactions or like taking all of your comments from the videos in that week and just responding to them. Not all the comments, but a lot of the top comments that get the most thumbs up and responding to them, answering those questions, giving you guys feedback, giving follow-up on some of the things you guys asked what maybe were unclear in previous episodes. I haven't quite figured out what to do with the Friday thing yet, but that would be like a week, every weekday type of schedule, which I'm really excited about. Like it'd be so fun. But going back to my other principles, hopefully like what I'm figuring out here is ways I can still continue to produce content for you that's valuable to my target audience, that doesn't cost me 4 times much more money, and doesn't take a ton more time for me to do. And this is what it's like trying to film with real people. Hi. I'm trying to film here, guys. Hi. Say hi. Hi, Hallie. The fifth step for me then, after I brainstormed all these different ideas, is to start testing them. And you guys who have been around the channel for a few weeks have seen a few of the previous tests I've done with behind the scenes vlogs and kind of talking more about the creator lifestyle and what that entails and how I process things and manage things and handle things. And those videos were a lot of fun to do. And so this is kind of another like one of those tests. And then assuming that the tests go well, then number 6 is then I start actually implementing it. And I do it on a regular weekly schedule here with you guys and continue to evaluate going forward. Now, one of the things I'm going to be doing to evaluate things going forward is I'm going to be taking each of these new series and organizing them into what's called a group in YouTube Analytics, so I can clearly and easily see how is this series converting people into subscribers versus this series. And that will be another video coming up here in the future, probably in a few months as we move forward from now. I'll show you guys exactly how I do all that and how I'll make some decisions actually about the content on this channel. But until then, I want to hear from you guys. One, how do you go about evaluating the content strategy on your channel and evaluating how is it meeting your goals, how is it not, how are you going to improve going forward to continue to reach your audience and give them the value that they want from you. Also want to hear from you guys about what other ideas you have for me. If you have something about what I should do, those channel consultations, post those down below. If you have other series that you think would be really cool that I should invest into and experiment with, comment with those down below. And then another thing I want to hear your feedback about is that I have a completely different content strategy idea that doesn't even match anything I've just talked about that I'm thinking about doing, which would be having like expanding beyond YouTube. Like I know YouTube, that's kind of my bread and butter. I've been doing it for over 10 years. You know, I love it. But I call those video creators because YouTube might not always be around. And I know a lot of you guys are investing into other video platforms beyond YouTube, right? Like I know a lot of you guys are also growing your Instagram audiences with video, and your Facebook pages with video, and your Snapchat. And I know a lot of you guys are live streaming. I thought, what if like once a week, one video a week would be about YouTube, and then 1 week about Facebook video, then 1 a week about Instagram video, 1 week about live streaming and Snapchat. Like, and I brought on other people who may have more expertise on those different platforms than I have, and just introducing you guys, how do you grow your audience with video across multiple platforms? So that was a whole nother idea I had. I want to hear from you guys down below. And if this is your first time here on the channel, you should do this right here. Subscribe, because we're all about figuring this stuff out together. How do we grow our audiences and serve the people well who are watching our content and subscribing to our channel? So subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for our normally scheduled YouTube training video. See you then. Bye.